everybody, Sarah Grillo here. So, posting up another answer to Pravesh's questions on my YouTube channel. What is the reality after one gets the CFA exams cleared? How is the change in life after that? What are the options that one can venture into? So, well, first of all, I can say for me that after I passed the exams, and I came from like no background whatsoever for this. I was an English major in college and just absolutely had to start from scratch, like teach myself the basics of like what a debit and credit is in accounting. So the first thing is you should have a lot more confidence, because confidence happens from you having faith in yourself from having achieved such a big accomplishment. So that's the first thing, is that you would tend to, I hope, feel a little bit more confident about your ability to overcome challenges. Now, having said that, and I've done actually a lot of videos about this, so check out my playlist, Getting to the Buy Side. If you could check that out, there's a lot of videos about this. How does life change after you get those 3 letters after your name? Well, the reality of it is that it doesn't, okay? So I want to just tell you that like life does not change itself. It's up to you to go out there. And so the thing that automatically does change though is that you are now in a much more competitive pool. You as a CFA are going to be, CFA charter holder, excuse me, are going to be compared to other CFA charter holders. It's not just like saying, so, I don't know, I think like after you pass level 2, people basically assume that you're just going to get the designation. So I think there's a very wide demarcation between like past level 1 but hasn't passed level 2 yet and past level 2. I think that's like actually where the huge divide is. But having said that, you still have to finish up the designation, and once you do, it really is going to put you in a lot more competitive job pool. You're now going to become automatically overqualified for a lot of jobs that you would not have been before. And so what I recommend is all of you that are doing this, make sure that you have an eye towards what your experience is. You know, you have at least like 2.5 years while you're doing the program to get some good solid work experience under your belt. And I strongly recommend you do that just to protect yourself from graduating you know, getting the designation and then being like having like a job as a budget analyst, or like I work as a paralegal at a law firm or whatever, like having something that's not really that relevant. Now you're overqualified, but you don't necessarily have the skills to back that up. You're gonna not have a good time getting a job. It's gonna be much harder to market, sell, and promote yourself. So what I'm saying is, don't leave it towards the end. I hear so many people that say, oh, I want to wait until after I pass level 1 or level 2 to look for a job. It's like, look now, okay? Get the skills now, because first of all, you get paid for skills. You don't get paid for having the CFA designation. I repeat that again. You get paid for skills, not for having the CFA designation, okay? Second of all, it is so easy for employers to look at you and say, well, since he or she has this designation, they're going to expect 6 figures, or they're going to expect way more than I can pay for this role. This is an entry. You don't want to be at entry level. I repeat, you do not want to be at entry level after you get the designation. Knock it out beforehand. Even if it means you have to take a pay cut, I recommend getting into the industry beforehand, because the last thing you want is to get the designation and then to have to go work for 40 grand, so that you can start out in an investment career because you waited until you passed all 3 levels to do it. I almost think people wait until they pass all 3 levels because they're not sure if they're actually going to get it or not, and then they don't think it's worth it to pursue the investment career if they don't have the designation. Is that true, everybody? I wonder if it is. I think it is. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Me and my babies were sick this week. So what I'm saying is, have some like resolve in your mind to actually see through and get the designation if you are really even going to take the first step in pursuing it. Because do you see how messed up and jangled things can get when you don't have the work experience because you didn't want to make the transition because you weren't sure if you were going to make it all the way through the program? Just have clarity of thought, clarity of strategy, and things will go a lot better, okay? Thanks everybody for watching this, and please subscribe.